Bob Stagenborg, and I am the producer of Mind Games, the psychology of performance. This week, the guys had a chance to visit with the Packer great Jerry Kramer. Let's take a listen.
And we are back, Mind Games Radio, with our guest, the very entertaining Jerry Kramer. Tom's got a question for you.
Jerry, in your book, Instant Replay, you talked about the fear that the players had of Lombardi, and I remember the Bob Skoronski story. So you know I've read this book. I've got all these stories in mind, but this one particular story you told about Skoronski being out with his family, and they were out for ice cream, and here he sees Lombardi, and he hides his ice cream cone behind his back. And the question that I had from that was, can you talk about the effect of that fear that Lombardi was able to instill in you guys, the effect on your performance as a player underneath him?
Yeah, you know, that was a reaction of a one-ball player, and that wasn't true of every ball player in the club. And Coach Lombardi made that distinction at one point. He said, you know, I not only coach 40 ball players, I coach 40 individual ball players. Now, he knew that Ski was uncomfortable with criticism and being singled out, and he just hated it. So Ski worked his tail off so as not to be singled out and not to get criticism. Now, Horning didn't mind. You could scream at Horning, cuss him, carry on, do it whatever you want, and he's fine. He just smiles and lets it roll off his back. I got mad, which is what he wanted me to do, because when I was angry, I had no inhibitions or hesitation to do anything. And the long story about the little mind games he played with me, and maybe we can do that later, but he handled every guy as an individual, and he sometimes got on certain guys so that the guy next to him who hasn't been singled out for criticism is going, oh boy, I'm really going to work hard. I don't want him to get on me like that. Boy, that terrified me. I'm going to bust my tail. I'm not going to come in for that kind of criticism. So his criticism affected everybody on the field one way or another, and he wanted you on the bit, Tom. He wanted you emotionally involved in the outcome of the game, and he wanted you to give a damn. And he wanted everything you had. He didn't want 99% of it. He wanted everything you had. And if you were giving him everything you had, then he was okay with you. He kind of would, and even pushing a person and driving a person to get to 100%, you can often make a mistake and go a little too far and go past that point where it's not criticism now, it's an insult, or it's something that the individual can't stand. And he did that with me maybe 3 or 4 different times where I was going to bust him in the mouth. I'm getting up off the pile, and I'm going to hit him. I'm going to hit him right in the mouth. And long story, we can go into it if you like, but about 5 minutes later, I took myself out of the scrimmage and went down the sidelines and stuck my lip out and started pouting and feel sorry for myself. And he came walking down the sidelines, and I got my arms crossed across my chest, and I'm looking at him, and he comes up and he kind of punches me in the chest and slaps me on the shoulder and pushes my head, and he goes, "Oh, I didn't mean you. I wasn't talking to you." So he could apologize when he went too far, and he often did go too far. So, as I say, there were about 3 different instances where he apologized to me and got me back in the right mind frame.
It sounds like you're almost describing the first sports psychologist. I'm just wondering, could Lombardi make it today in this age of entitlement? What would happen today if he were around?
He could adjust, and let me give you a quick look at his adjustment. We're out in Los Angeles playing a ball game. Ray Nitschke breaks a team rule. Ray goes into a bar right across the street from the hotel, the closest bar he can get to, and he sits at the bar instead of at a table. Coach said, if you're going to be in a bar, don't stand at the bar like a bunch of hoods. Sit down like a gentleman. And so Ray was at the bar, and the coach came in with 3 other coaches, and Ray, it was a very dark little place called Chez Jay's on Santa Monica Boulevard in L.A. And
that sounds like a song, by the way.
And Nitch didn't know what to do, so he decided to send the coaches a drink, which was really a bad decision, and the waiter took it over. This is from the gentleman at the bar. What gentleman at the bar? Where is that? Where the hell is that? Is that Nitschke? Oh, and he exploded, right? And he jumped up and went back across the street with the coaches, 3 coaches trailing behind him, and he's saying, get him out of here. He's done. He'll never play another game for me. He's finished. Put him on the plane tonight. I don't want to see him again. Get him out of the hotel. Get him out of here. He's done. And the coaches are going, we don't have another middle linebacker. And I don't care. Let's get him out of here. And wait, Vince, wait a minute. Let's talk about this. No, we're not talking about this. So an hour and a half later, he's cooled down, and they've made their point, and he knows he has to make an adjustment here. So we have a meeting just before dinner. We get together at dinner, and he explains to the team, okay, Nitschke was breaking the rules, and I kicked him off the team, and I'm sending him home. But that wouldn't be fair to the team. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to let the team vote on whether we keep him or not.
Mm-hmm.
Guess how we voted. So Nitschke got fined $50, and he went on and, of course, had a great career with the Green Bay Packers. But Coach Lombardi could adjust, and he could read the mentality, and he wanted you to be your best. So he wanted really what you wanted. And once you understood that he was pushing you so that you would be better and that he thought you could be better, that he believed in you, then that was very acceptable because it was like a father who loved you but was tough with you. And I believe the players want to win as badly today as they ever have. Mm-hmm. And so I believe that they would put up with some of his driving and some of his ranting in order to get the big ring. So, and Coach was such a fundamentalist, you know. He was just really a basic coach and basic human being, and in his values, commitment, preparation, consistency, discipline, perseverance, character, pride. How can you argue with that?